Pix, you there? For crying out loud.
To me, I mean, we've got the bread bin, we've got the rocket box, we've got the handy box, we've got the stone box, the cobble box.
Are you still working on the Mambo video? Dude, it's recap time. I mean, seriously.
Welcome to the Hermitcraft Recap. My name is Pixel Riffs, our writer is LoyXP, and it turns out we almost killed Rendog.
Can you have some consideration about the news that you put in the recap episodes? News from the false symmetry world. She has now set up a brand new store at Hermit City, guys. A brand new store that I was so excited about. I tried to get out of the bath as quickly as possible. I slipped in that soapy water, almost smashed my freaking head on the tap, almost knocked myself out, and almost drowned in my own freaking bath water.
It would have been a perfect crime. No one would ever suspect. Near-death experiences aside, it's a little weird, we must confess, to learn that Ren watches us in the bath. Ren, if you're watching this episode in the tub, remember to exit the bath in a calm and orderly fashion, consider investing in a non-slip bath mat, and make sure you wash behind your ears. Also, I made a Mumbo Jumbo remix. It's in the iCards in the upper right-hand corner now. Check it out, a lot of fun. And with all that out of the way, let's take a look at all the events and mishaps that occurred on the Hermitcraft server this week. Having escaped the deadly trap laid for him by his own bathtub, Rendog heads over to the community area desperate to be reunited with his pet rock Moses, who, let us remember, he has killed on several occasions. Despite wanting to get there before any other hermit, he pauses at the giant cake to call out Mumbo for celebrating his birthday backwards.
I do believe that this is the birthday cake of Mumbo Jumbo, which he made for himself, which is kind of weird. That's the wrong way to do it. Mumbo, that's cute, but it's wrong, dude. I don't know, maybe it's a British thing.
With that business taken care of, he drops by False's shop, buys a second pet rock for Iskall, leaves 21 diamonds and a 5-star Yelp review, and heads back over to the Elven Kingdom to place a few stacks of Moses' brethren. The icing on Mumbo's cake has been getting muddy with the boots of many hermits this week, as pretty much everyone's been picking off the cherries in search of their gifts. Azuma even looks under several of the others after getting his own present, just to check whether he got scammed or not. So the loot box controversy has even reached Hermitcraft, but don't worry, all the contents are cosmetic.
Oh wow, okay, that would have been a really great prize. Maybe someone else will get that.
Except for TFC, because he got away with 8 emerald blocks. It's probably a drop in the buckets to him at this point, considering how early he's had villager trades, but nobody's going to turn up their nose at free resources. Especially since TFC has to work extra hard to get potion brewing supplies this week, running all over the nether to find Tango and Impulse's farm, only to resort to using an untouched blaze spawner instead.
Oh, you're just going to sit there, huh?
Joe Hills exchanges one fruit for another, removing one cherry from Mumbo's cake and netting himself a golden apple. It's breaking a streak of bad luck since he's already lost another set of elytra and tools this week, falling into a lava pocket while mining out his nether tunnel. Seriously, Joe, you're an all-star. Get your game on.
We are going to make the bestest floor and throw open every window, every entrance, every door.
Azuma puts together a nether tunnel too, as a sore throat does not keep him from placing blocks around, and it's a nice tunnel ready for boat ice skating. Now if only we knew where it actually leads, because I'm pretty sure he didn't mention it in the video, and we're not that good at keeping track of everyone's personal nether hubs. Thinking about it, False also works on her nether hub, applying that sweet void fog glass effect, but hitting a few ghasts and bumps along the way.
Some down. Put one there. I've run out already. Nearly jumped into lava. My mouse is freaking out at the moment. Oh, was that the quickest ghast kill you've ever seen?
More preoccupied with building than commentating, X finishes up the Blood Faucet leading from the Iron Farm into the new Blood River biome. Plus, he jams some tunes at his new record room provided by Cub the previous week, rocking out hard enough even to make Wells finally deliver on that witch hut.
Sorry, I can't quite hear you. You have to speak up a little bit.
Yeah, I can hear this noise from all the way over at my castle.
Yeah, I love this record too, man. It's great, isn't it?
So we're kind of messing up the house and making it look, a little bit run down, a little bit beat up.
It's a good thing Wells Knight is away from his base though, as it leaves the cathedral open for any visitors with Vex faces attached to their heads.
We're mourning the loss of a fallen hero, Captain Jack Sparrow.
Oh, look at this brave hero. One of the greatest memories I have of Captain Jack was in the previous Convex prank when he was slaying enemies at 1,000 yards with a sword.
Absolutely, man. I mean, he hated everyone and everything, but he was a good chap nonetheless.
Cub and Scar once again don the convex getup and converts the Cathedral of Wells Nightiness into the High Priest Illager Church, complete with a one-block hole for Vexes to come in. This project is big and loud enough that they even spread some flyers to other people's bases to get some friction and perhaps some offerings before Wells recovers from his own Why No Hermitcraft and No Kingdoms video.
Wait, where's my... Is my church okay?
Convex Cathedral. Please be sure to make a peace offering to the convex there. While there, feel free to visit your own newly dug graves.
Also, be sure to receive your blessing from our High Priest, Mr. Wololo. What? Why he know? Today, is there a glass bar in his face? Can't see it because that's what it is. Brilliant! I love it!
They've even managed to convince Mumbo that the entire cathedral is their thing, which may be the greatest trick the Devil's ever pulled. But Mumbo may just have been recovering from being dazzled by lens flares while exploring his base with shaders on. Even without super spiffy graphics, the base is looking quite fancy, and the Nether gets a fancy tunnel to match, after correcting a minor spoon moment by actually connecting the item elevator from the passive mob farm.
How stupid could I possibly be? How could I build half an item elevator? How did I even do that? Right, that should fix it. We should now start getting some drops actually from the passive mob farm.
And after 98 episodes, he finally builds a home for himself. And it's already a wreck. A shipwreck, to be precise, although the living quarters are much more cozy, and with a tunnel connecting it to the aquarium, home comforts will never be too far away. But then again, what would you expect from the spoon? Or is he hiding something?
It would be one of the biggest conspiracies of all time. Because a spoon is definitely not a fork under any circumstances. Only if you wish it so. So if you wish Mumbo to be a fork, then he is indeed a fork.
If you didn't realise this yet, Cub has been feeding his Jarvis the questions from the audience for a while now, with varying results.
Next question from Kelly Wassner. Kelly asks, how will my Christmas go? Let's ask Jarvis, how will your Christmas go? See what it is? Don't believe it. Don't believe in Christmas? Come on, Jarvis.
Yeah, this PC is more of a carnival fortune teller than a fully realised Vocaloid. More substantially, Cub establishes a nether tunnel to his slime battling arena. Bonus points for a walkway with custom slime heads, which, when you think about it, are also slime bodies.
Is putting French fries into a milkshake a good idea? Yes, yes, a million times yes. Okay, well there you have it, guys.
Good Times with Scar, in the meantime, returns from the night of convexery to the safety of Scar City and his dozens of randomly dispersed across its shulker boxes. For cat's sake, Scar, you have a sorting system.
And Azuma the other day was like, Scar, have you used that shulker system that I created for you? And I'm like, no.
Speaking of for cat's sake, the CDF skyscraper is no more dirt-roofed. Scar did finish the outer shell of it all the way up to the scrapey skyy bit. It seems he's also at that point in GTA Vice City where you get a helicopter on the roof. That's nifty. Well, he'll need it to get to Impulse's base, but when he gets there, he'll arrive to a fully stocked library, split into tools and armor enchants, and organised alphabetically. Nerd!
You can see I actually left gaps in the middle here, so that as new enchantments come along to the game, which we are expecting in 1.14 and beyond probably, we can add them in and I don't have to shift things around too much. I can just throw it right there in the middle.
The library is getting smarter though, as Impulse redstones together a system which lets you know when specific books are out of stock. He also builds 2 aquariums below the area where guardians naturally spawn, because logic. But logic is going to serve him well if he ever stumbles into his friend's newest brain trap. Tango Tech is building the Tangler 2.0. Twice the rage, twice the buttons, twice the players, twice the bear.
Alright, so when you come downstairs, you can see this, but you cannot see that over there. Yeah, that's not too bad. That's the first puzzle basically done.
And while you guys are distracted trying to remember how many bears there were in the original Tangler, let's talk Zombie Cleo and her bizarre Christmas decorations.
Yeah, pumpkins are evil. It's just a well-known fact that I just made up. So yes, they are an affront to the head god, and this is just merely celebrating their inevitable beheading. And if they are ever lit up, it means that Gondor calls for aid.
So the thought of decking the halls with the heads of her fallen enemies is festive enough, but Cleo had to go that extra mile and demand more heads for the head tree. Luckily, she just happens to stumble upon a zombie spawner nearby, so like the redstone savvy person that she totally is, Cleo configures it to throw zombies at her on demand. She even uses some villagers to make the undead go where she wants. What she doesn't realise is that zombies don't drop their heads so easily even with the custom loot tables, which they aren't a part of. You still need a charged creeper to blow them up. Her comments section, meanwhile, remains as useful as ever, particularly Joy Joy Jenny, who informed her that zombies only drop heads when fed raw fish. Nice. And finally, Iskall rises from the Tectoplasm Lake to continue the work on his refinery. With the items from the super smelter floating up in the centre of the room, Iskall builds, you guessed it, an Iskalium reactor. It's made in the same plastic style as the rest of his base, but it's definitely an Iskalium reactor. So between this server and Fullcraft, we've got more reactors than a Fine Brothers video.
21 in there, and we want to see 43 blocks all the way up, and it does look like it's working. Yes, 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 yes. 43 in total. There we go, very nice.
And that's just about it for this week's recap. My name has been Pixel Riffs and our writer is ZloyXP. In case you missed the shameless plug at the top of the episode, I put together a Mumbo Jumbo remix for you all to get stuck in your heads. There's a link to it in the end cards. Don't forget to leave a like while you're still here, subscribe to the channel so you won't miss future recaps, and share this video with the Hermitcraft fans in your life. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.